Jam on toast!
Hey there, welcome to Jam. I'm Cameron, and the toast is to Zombieland. This is a review for week 26 of #WeAreMovieClub. This week's pick was Backsorns. He reviewed this a while back. You can go click here to go see his review of it, or click the hashtag, go over to We Are Movie Club and see what's going on there. So the short sell on this one is that the United States is overrun with zombies. My love it for this one is that each survivor has a strategy of sorts, however effective it is, and it's really when they combine things and they get together and they finally start kind of getting on the same page that things work, and it looks like whenever they start diverging to go off on their own things, things go wrong. So I really kind of like that it builds that we have an inherent sense of community and that that's how things work best. What I hated for this one is that Bill Murray thought it would be funny to go scare Columbus and that both the other two were backing him up on it. Really, you know that he walked off with a gun, whacked him with the golf club yourself earlier. The MVP for this for me really was Woody Harrelson. The other guys are all really good actors and actresses, but Woody Harrelson really sets the tone for the movie. Granted, we start with Columbus, and we really set the tone there about how we're going to have this neurotic list of rules and everything that we're going to do. But when Tallahassee comes on screen, he peacocks over everything. He just kind of becomes the overbearing personality that he is. That's part of his character, and Woody Harrelson nailed that. He really brought it home, and most of the movie is funny because of him. Maybe it's because he's overbearing, but if you had replaced him with a more serious character, then Columbus becomes the funny guy, being like, oh, I'm a neurotic nerd. Let's get on to categories.
Aesthetics.
This movie has great sound, great effects, great zombie makeup stuff going on, very apocalyptic feel to the whole thing. The way the cars and airplanes are set out on the highway, I really got behind that. They've definitely put the production value into this movie and made it into something special. They even got the guns right, most of the sounds are right for that. I hate bringing that up as a thing, but I've watched a bunch of movies where the guns don't match sound-wise or caliber-wise or whatever. A lot of the scenes are very physical in nature. You have to watch, you have to see the way they're killing the zombies, you have to see the way the zombies getting killed by whatever else is going on in the scene. You gotta watch the zombies, the expressions on their face, because these zombies are more human than I would prefer. I don't like fast zombies per se. To me, if it's gonna be fast and it's not a zombie, it's something like rabies, where this I think crosses the line. They're not quite rabid people. They've definitely moved on to zombie. And it's great, it's a nice mix. They use it really well for comedic purposes, but it's just not how I prefer to see zombies go. And to see zombies climbing and hopping fences where they turn around and carefully get down really brought me out of the moment when I saw things like that. You don't need to do that. I'm happy with slow zombies that walk around. If you're going to have fast zombies that are super rabid and just going after things. They don't need to do complex functions. Aesthetics gets a 92.
Character development.
Regardless of how many other people show up in scenes here and there and flashbacks, we really only have 4 real characters in the movie that we do any sort of development at all. It's a very narrow lane. And the characters grow bit by bit, but most of it is to show how they work as a community. We get some coupling out of Wichita and Columbus. Little Rock kind of has this father-daughter moment with Tallahassee, centered around shooting, which is kind of an interesting way to do it, but we are in the apocalypse, so let's go with that. And it comes in handy. It actually becomes part of the story later on. Mostly for Columbus and Wichita, or Columbus anyways, there's a driving force there. So we don't get a lot of development, but I think it's key because of the lack of everything else that is going on in the movie. It's really survive. How do we survive? How do we get better at surviving? We're adding things to our list of rules. We're learning from other people. We're working together to cooperate, even if it's by using the other people and leaving them behind. But you see growth from the girls. They kind of end up realizing their mistakes. The guys come to the rescue. The bad part about the character development is that there's kind of this underlying message that women need men to come to their rescue, and I would have rather the girls just been smarter and not so manipulative to manipulate other people who are doing the job and just kind of own it and be rock stars on their own. Character development gets a 9.
Storyline.
This is a survivalist story, and the storyline is how are they going to survive next. But They made these objectives for themselves, like, I've got to get to Columbus, I've got to get to Tallahassee, I've got to get to this stupid park that I shouldn't go to, because it's going to help rectify psychosis that I have right before I get eaten by zombies, and that's all I really wanted in life, you know? The point is not whether or not the objectives are valid, the point is that the objectives are there and that the characters follow through in some kind of meaningful fashion. We have those, we go on that journey with the characters, and we go through the story. It doesn't end because it's the end of the world type thing. They're going to continue on and do this. You could have 10 more Zombieland movies, each one where maybe they find a new survivor and start building a pack until possibly they either run out of gas, they physically can't continue anymore, the zombies go away, or they bunker down somewhere, which are typically the type of movies that I like more. But for a nomadic type zombie story, this is pretty good. Storyline gets an 88.
Compulsion.
Let's get past all that. This is a pretty fun movie to watch. Whether you're laughing at Woody Harrelson being a big fat jerk and just being kind of a psychotic zombie killer, or you're laughing at Columbus's neuroses, or his anxiety about girls, or you're laughing at the girls using the guys, or whatever you enjoy out of this, it's there to enjoy. You can enjoy different aspects of this movie as long as zombies don't weird you out. It's going to be a good time. And it definitely was for me. Compulsion gets a 90. Now to total that up, you get an average of 90. I think that makes this a top tier must-see movie. For my wrap-up review, I've got to say this is a great zombie movie. Not the best, not perfect, but very, very good. And I think it's more enjoyable than it is a zombie movie. It really kind of rides the line between zombie, action, and comedy movies. Just kind of sits on a point between all three. This was a review for hashtag We Are Movie Club. This week's pick was Backsorn. Next week, we've got Charlie with Carrie from 1976. If you were ever part of SourceFed Nerd Movie Club, you may remember that we've done this one before, but here's a chance to revisit it, or you can compare it to the new Carrie that's coming out. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. Be sure to click here and visit both these guys. Click on the hashtag to see what's up with We Are Movie Club over on the channel. That's it for me. I'm Cameron. If you don't like me, bite me.
If you want to see anything else we're up to, go ahead and click the annotations, and they'll take you to our other channels.